There is something truly wonderful about growing your own fruit. The journey from a small plant to a bountiful harvest is one of gardening's greatest rewards. And when that fruit is a mango, a taste of pure sunshine, the satisfaction is even sweeter. Now you might think that growing a mango tree from a seed is the most straightforward path. You pop the stone from a delicious fruit into some compost and wait. While this can be a lovely experiment, it comes with a great deal of uncertainty. This is where the brilliant, age-old technique of grafting comes into its own. Grafting is a kind of plant surgery, a horticultural marvel allowing us to combine the best qualities of two different plants into one. The primary reason we turn to grafting is for certainty. It is all about clonal propagation. When you take a cutting, or what we call a scion, from a mature tree, it carries the same genetic information. By grafting this scion onto a new rootstock, the new growth will be genetically identical to the parent tree. Same size, color, texture, and flavor. There is no guesswork involved. A seed-grown mango can take 8 to 10 years to fruit. A grafted tree, being biologically mature, can fruit in as little as 2 to 4 years. Grafting also gives control over tree size via rootstock selection, making mangoes possible in containers and small gardens. Finally, choose a rootstock suited to your soil and climate to improve disease resistance and vigor. Flavor from the scion, resilience from the rootstock. Before we begin, lay out your tools and materials. Preparation is half the battle. The most important tool is a good, sharp grafting knife, single-sided bevel for clean cuts. If you don't have one, a sharp craft knife will do, but sharpness is non-negotiable. Clean cuts heal faster and give the best chance of success. You will need grafting tape or raffia to bind and seal the graft. Purpose-made tape is ideal. A pair of sharp secateurs for preparing scions. Keep them clean. Sterilize blades with rubbing alcohol or a diluted bleach solution. Dirty tools cause failures. Small plastic bags and ties create a humidity hat over the scion to prevent desiccation. The tape holds the union and helps waterproof the wound. A sharp knife, grafting tape, secateurs, sterilizer, and bags, organized and within reach. With these items ready, you'll have the confidence to perform the graft cleanly and efficiently. The success of your graft depends entirely on the quality of the two plants you choose. Start with the rootstock. A vigorous 6-12-month-old seedling with a straight, pencil-thick stem. About 6 to 12 millimeters in diameter is ideal. The scion should come from a healthy, productive branch of your desired variety. Choose dormant shoots with swollen terminal buds, ready to burst. Avoid soft, actively growing shoots and old, woody growth. Cut scions 10-15 centimeters long with 3 or 4 healthy buds. Trim leaves, leaving a small petiole stub. Wrap scions in damp paper towel and store in a sealed bag. Refrigerate if not used immediately. Inspect both for disease, pests, or damage. Start with the healthiest material possible. A strong rootstock and a healthy scion make a magnificent new mango tree that will reward you for years. Take your time selecting partners. It's the first and most critical step. Several grafting techniques exist. For mango, the common, reliable methods are cleft, whip and tongue, and side veneer. Each suits different stem sizes and situations. Cleft grafting splits a small rootstock and inserts a wedge-shaped scion. Strong, stable, and beginner-friendly. We will focus on the cleft as an accessible first technique. Whip and tongue interlocks cambium surfaces for maximal contact, best when scion and rootstock are equal diameter. Side veneer works well when the scion is thinner than the rootstock, slipped into a side slot and secured. For older trees, bark or top working lets you change varieties on large branches. Multiple scions are inserted under bark slits. Each method has its place. For a pencil-thick seedling, start with cleft. We will use the cleft graft method, reliable for young seedlings. Choose a spot about 15 to 20 centimeters above soil line. Use sharp, clean secateurs to remove the top with a straight cut. Pick up your sterile grafting knife. Place the blade in the center of the stump and press down to split about 4 to 5 centimeters deep. Go slowly to avoid oversplitting. Now prepare the scion, a 10-15 centimeter cutting with healthy buds. Make a long sloping cut on one side, about 4 to 5 centimeters long. Turn and make an identical cut on the opposite side to form a symmetrical wedge. The base should end in a fine, symmetrical point. Smooth, single-motion cuts heal best. Make one side slightly thicker to help cambium contact on at least one bark edge. Gently pry open the cleft and slide the wedge into the split. Align the cambium of scion and rootstock. This is crucial. A perfect match on one side is better than a poor match on both. Hold the scion firmly while you prepare to wrap. Start wrapping from the bottom, overlap by half like a bandage, and press firmly to seal. Extend tape an inch above and below the cuts to ensure a waterproof seal. Place a clear bag over the scion and secure it below the graft. You're creating a humid microclimate for healing. Move the pot to a sheltered, bright indirect light spot, not harsh sun. Keep it warm and wind-free. Recap: cut the rootstock, carve a scion wedge, insert, align cambium, wrap and bag. Label the scion variety and date. Practice on several seedlings to build skill. Practice makes perfect. Keep tools clean, cuts sharp, and be patient with the process. The work isn't finished once the graft is wrapped. The following weeks are critical. Most immediate threat is dehydration. The scion is cut off from water until the graft takes. Keep the bag on to trap moisture. Condensation inside the bag is a good sign. Place pots in bright, indirect light. Avoid direct sun and strong winds. After several weeks, look for the telltale sign: new growth. Dormant buds will swell and change from brown to fresh green. Then tiny leaves will unfurl. Undeniable proof the vascular systems have connected. If the scion dries, shrivels, or turns dark brown-black, the graft has failed. Don't be disheartened. If new leaves appear, acclimate by gradually opening the bag over a week. Cut a small corner, enlarge it, then remove. Once callus forms and stem thickens, carefully remove any constricting tape and continue to monitor growth. There we have it, grafting broken down into simple, manageable parts. It takes a few core principles: cleanliness, sharpness, good cambium contact, and patience. Do not be discouraged by failures. Each attempt is a lesson. Millions of orchard trees began this way. One small seedling, one scion, one pair of hopeful hands. Be bold, be patient, and enjoy the thrill of those first unfurling leaves. And eventually, the taste of your own grafted mangoes. Happy grafting.